The sales have begun. Here's some annuals. It is quiet this morning at the garden center, which I am grateful for that. It's not huge sales, it's, pennies, but it's a start. We got to be grateful for what we have. Oh, it makes me so sad that some of these have not found their homes yet, and these tomatoes are struggling. But I believe in you, little friends. I believe in you. All kinds of peppers. California Wonder. California Wonder is a phenomenal pepper, actually. Yellow pear tomatoes. Them taste really good. I love them in a salad. They just add so much brightness. And their flavor is pretty good, too. Let's see. What else do we have? Sorry. Oh, the peonies. I want these to go on sale because I want to get them when they're on sale. Figs. Kiwi. I don't even know if that can grow here. And the strawberries. Oh, my strawberries. And blueberries. Oh, I feel like I should get 2 of these. Should I do it? I don't know. Look at that berry. It's strawberry. Oh. I'm a sucker for strawberries. And these baby blueberries. Oh. Their bushels go on sale soon, I think. And then you just let them stay dormant until next year. But look at the grapes. These plants look a bit more healthier, like a lot more healthier, let's be honest. Oh, and we have a Bumble. Where'd you go, Bumble? There you are. Yay. The big boys. Your basils, your rosemaries, your mints, all of your mints. Thyme. These are still the same price, so we won't be getting these. And then your bushels, all of your bushels. Iceberg Alley. What is that? Oh, hydrangea. Okay. I did not come here to look at plants. Story of my life. But here we are. Oh, I love these willows. They're beautiful. Willow is a very traditional medicine for my people. Raspberries. Okay, it's getting loud. Let's get out of here. Okay, this is gorgeous. So pretty. Look at that. What? My goodness. $89.88 for this. It's a Black & Decker compost. Oh my gosh, I have a bug on me from outside. So, a rolling garden cart. Oh my goodness, I've never seen it before. So, some things are on sale. Some of the tools are on sale. $7.99 for some of the tools. And they'll keep going on sale, so I can be patient. That went up in price. I'm trying to read some of these labels. I have never used anything like this on my garden, so I'm really curious about what they will help and what they will harm. So there's neem, there's a fungicide, there's all these Captain Jacks, Maggie's Farm, which I've never heard of. This is also new, an Alaskan fish fertilizer. Won't burn. Feeds up to 4 months, low order formula. I want to read more about this company. Okay, I did look at some seeds, but I gotta go. Doksta. Say hello to the pumpkins. And some hyssop and some amaranth. It is looking mighty great. I don't see any flowers yet, but I could see they're gonna open very soon, and I'm excited. These sunflowers are looking beautiful, mixed with a whole bunch of other amaranth. This amaranth is really getting big. I need to pull this. My chickens would love that. Okay, now these flowers are looking beautiful. We do have some bugs in there that need to be handled. But other than that, looking great. Potatoes are growing in this bed. Here we have the mulberries. I will be harvesting some berries and some leaves for tea. Okay, friends, I made a big breakfast and lunch for all my family. I'm going to be dropping that off to all of them, but I decided to come up to our community garden to see how everything is going. I did harvest some mulberries. I'm going to be harvesting a big harvest tonight. I'm going to go on my harvest trail. I call it my harvest trail. There's a trail that I go to and it's near the woods and it's plentiful and bountiful. It is kind of overrun with squirrels, so I will be seeing if they have gotten to my goods before I have. But this garden is looking great. Thankfully, we haven't even been using the rain barrels. Well, I haven't. I don't know about the other gardeners. But all of this is the soil. The moisture in the soil is really good, which we love. I put up some of them $1 plants that I got, and they just took off up here. So the difference between here and my home is that this is full sun. There's no trees over it, and the beds are really tall, so they have ample room to grow their roots, and root health is the most important. So I can see that they're just taking off, and so I'm super excited. Last year we did get watermelons, I got melons, I got pumpkins, all from up here, which is great because at my space I don't necessarily have room. This is happening to me a lot. Okay, stay. Okay. I don't necessarily have room back at home for them to sprawl out. You know, we have huskies that love to run. We have my sons and their partners who love to picnic and hang out back there with the dogs. So, you know, we need that space as well. So having this space has been just amazing. And I can see the other gardeners, my sister Tammy, her tomatoes are taking off and looking marvelous. So the amaranth, that's been coming back every year. I could have done better at cleaning my bed out. I didn't. It's fine. I did harvest it last year for the chickens, and actually I have a friend that loves growing that wild, and she kind of lives on a wooded farmland area, and so she loves that taking over because her chickens and her animals eat it, so that will go to them, no problem. I did see, however, our compost has grown over with wormwood, and so great medicine, right? But I need to figure that out, if I need to hack that all. It's high, tall as me, so I don't know if we need to hack that down or we just let it grow, and then when it dies off, then we maneuver it later in the fall closer to winter. But it does need to be mowed up here, so we need to get up here. Me and my family need to get up here to mow. But I love that all of the beds are full of goodness, and that means families that might not have backyards to grow in are going to be enjoying a beautiful harvest. And so that's what all this work is for, I suppose. Okay, we're going to drop off all of these goods to the fam, and then we are going to head off to my other garden. I haven't been there in maybe a week and a half, and over there I harvest plums, I harvest service berries, and all kinds of goodness. So I'm gonna go do some harvesting over there. One of our youth is meeting me over there, and so the other youth are kind of vacationing before college season starts, so that's really cool. I love to hear about their stories as well. But we will do this all together. Actually, probably on this video I'm gonna pop in that I went to the garden store. You know, I've been looking for them sales, but I'll pop that video in too. But we'll see in a bit. So we are at the second garden, and I will be harvesting some of our hyssop. We have to harvest this yarrow. This is really good for your blood and helping the stopping of bleeding, so we will be harvesting that. Our prairie smudge, we'll be giving that a trim as well because I have some elders that would like some of that. We have some bee balm as well. The service berries, I was able to harvest a couple, but it is late in the game, so they weren't very bountiful right now. I did harvest some a couple weeks ago and used that in a berry sauce. Oh, we have a visitor. Hello, friend. Yes, enjoy your feast. So this should be really fun. Okay. We just left the second garden. I filmed a little bit of video and harvested some sage, harvested some yarrow, harvested some Wakapewa stamina. I did decide to leave the hyssop because she's still rocking and rolling and doing her thing. So got all that done. It's been watered in because it's been raining like crazy here, which is great. Pulled a couple of the unwanted, there's some ragweed growing near there that I pulled. Got a lot done, I think, and I'm really excited to keep on using this space to teach Indigenous youth about medicines and food as medicine. So that was been this journey at this garden has been really beautiful. It's just taking shape, and I am loving every moment of teaching there. And we'll be doing seed saving in the fall and all of that, and just so many good things. These gardens, they bring so much joy, and it brings me back to my childhood and my grandmother, who had a big garden in the back. My great aunt, her sister, had a huge garden in the old Dakota village, and so she still has that garden, and she's in her, I think she's high 80s, maybe even 90s now, and she still makes her pickles, and she still makes her jams, and she still manages that garden. I think that's what gives her life, actually, like that spark within her to get that done and look forward to that gardening season every year. I learned a lot from my grandma and her sisters in that way. And so, oh my gosh, there's so many beautiful yellow, bright colored birds, blues and yellows. I love that. I come out here really early in the morning because these spaces get a lot of people walking their dogs and all of that. So this is actually a space where my grandmother, my great grandmother, who was born in 1802, she was a medicine person over here, and she was married to one of the chiefs, the Dakota chiefs, over in this space. And so we've come a long way where, you know, how the land has grown, and then the cultural ways that they tend to restoration is really great, and I love being a part of that. So okay, I got to get to the shop and do all the other things that need to be done. We have a big camping trip coming up, so I'm trying to make a budget for grabbing the things we need from Costco. Maybe I'll show that run. I'm really excited to do that. It's the whole fam again, and them trips are always really fun because we play games, and we just have a lot of family time and fun and exploration in the woods, and so that'll be really, really cool, and we're all looking forward to that. Okay, gotta go. Hello. Just got home from doing all of my running. Picked up some stuff from Costco. I didn't get to shoot a video. It is midday and Costco was so busy, so I didn't do that. Anyhow, we will be going into the Harvest Trail soon, probably this evening, and so you will get to see some of that. I am so excited. I am so excited to harvest berries and get them ready for our camping trip. I was trying to think up what we'll all need for camping. Last time, normally I will cook on an open fire for breakfast. Like I'll make pancakes or French toast and bring that all with and just kind of reheat it on the fire. Last time, my son's partner picked up some cereal, and so we just bought a little thing of milk and we bring it, and I haven't ate cereal at a campground in so long, and I just loved it. I woke up really early, made my little cereal, watched all the bunnies and animals and the trees, and it was just really fun. I don't know, you know, maybe I overthink camping. Maybe I need to think back of what I used to bring when I was a little girl, but I'm excited. I'm so excited. So watch the video and you will get to see me harvest all kinds of natural goodies and everything that Mama Earth gives to us. Let's take a walk in our indigenous garden. Here's our bean lodge, looking much more plentiful since our last time. Behind us, yum, 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 corn, beans, squash, I believe. We have rows and rows of raspberries growing. Let's keep walking. Raspberries popping up everywhere. Here. Check out in there. And we have beans in there too. And some corn. Can you see it right there? Or wood chip pile. Some more corn. Squash. And beans. You can see the beans somewhat in there. They're tangled up in the corn right there. Three Sisters garden. It is starting to rain. Here next to the bean lodge we have also beans growing up the teepee. The squash is all over. Let's see what else we have over here. Potatoes and beans. Somebody did throw an extra, I think it's squash in here. Cabbage. And then look at this. Holy moly, it's going into the compost pile. Let's see what's all in there. And then we have our prairie garden on the other side. Oh, I see something in there. Yay. So yeah, this is the indigenous garden. She's looking very beautiful. Over on this side we have our blackcap raspberries, some sunchoke, sweet flag, more sunchokes. We have elderberry bushes back there, some Wakpewa stemina, goldenrod. It looks like it's Canadian goldenrod, not the stiff leaf. Oh, I see milkweed. We also have, I think some serviceberry, elderberry, chokecherry, yarrow, purple coneflower with the bees buzzing all over it. And then over here we have hyssop back there. And then our pejihota, our sage. Everything is looking great. Just wild and beautiful. I'm so excited. And then over yonder is the beautiful prairies. Let me see if we can take a walk. We were growing Three Sisters over in that left-hand corner last year, but we tried something different. Oh, a monarch. Let's see what we got over here. All kinds of goodness. Butterfly weed. Wow, black-eyed Susan back in there. There's so many pollinators in here right now. This is what life is about. The pollination process. Beautiful, beautiful. I love seeing this. I love seeing the coneflowers. I love seeing all of these pollinators doing what their little life's work, what is intended for them to do. So I'm so grateful I stopped by today. I'm grateful to be able to showcase with everyone how this garden got started and how it will continue to be nutrition for our community members and our lineage as Dakota Anishinaabe people and community members, and so exciting. Dokshitake. Welcome, welcome relatives. It's been a really busy day. Finally starting to wind down. I did a lot of teachings today. Had to run over to different cities, which I'm not a big traveler, so that was a little bit for me. A lot of it for me. And now I'm just getting back home. I have some ribs that I'm cooking, some seasonings that I harvested from the wild seasonings, nettle, bee balm, all the goodies, some ramps I had from before. But I'm starting to settle down and wind into being at home, which I love. I already looked around my side garden and my front garden. Bee balm is popping and I love that. Harvested some of that for dinner. And then the red raspberries are coming in. I've gotten several flushes of them, and so I'll have to go back out probably tomorrow morning when I have a little bit more time. But I was gifted these little, you already can see I've been snacking. I want to take a bite, but that never works when I'm on the video. So I've been gifted these little baby cucumbers. They're really delicious. Usually I put salt and pepper on them, the bigger ones. These ones are really just delicious on their own. I think I'm a tad dehydrated from running and being outside and doing teachings in the sun. It was close. It was in the 90s today, so I think just being dehydrated, these just taste so refreshing by themselves without any seasonings, which is great. So I have that, just eating some leftover tacos that we made the other day. But I wanted to pop on because it is midsummer. We're in the midst of it. And so it kind of feels like that guy. You kind of feel like, oh my gosh, we have to get rolling and rock and rolling and doing all the things. And I just want to pop on to give you a reminder, like, this is a repeated cycle every year. Stay calm in the midst of it. Even if you're not gardening, even if you're just tending to summer life, right? Trying to do all the family activities and trying to be everywhere at once. In the evenings, light your candles, drink your teas, do some writing, do some reading, and just calmly be in yourself. And just, this is just your gentle reminder. If you needed it, maybe you didn't need it, but if you did, if you're like me, I love it when my relatives, just give me a calm reminder, whether that be gifting me a candle or just asking me about my tea or gifting me tea, all of them things. Even if you can do that for someone else, that is just such a beautiful gift and a reminder, because odds are they're going to light the candle when they need it or drink the tea when they absolutely need it. One of my relatives actually gifts out little thrift store tea glasses. She gifts them to like our relatives, and I cannot tell you how much I'm like, oh my gosh, a new tea. I have all the cups. Mind you, I have all kinds of mugs and all kinds of teacups, but I love them. And I love regifting. That pay it forward method has always been really a good way to show that you care about somebody. So don't feel like this guy. Feel calm, collected, heart medicine. That's where you should be at. Okay, I gotta eat this. It's getting cold. This is what happens. Doksta.